too soon. So it's preparing to live stream, which means you guys are probably live on YouTube right now because it's usually telling us it's getting ready before it's ready. And it is on. Hello, everybody. it's
Hello.
it's Disney chat time.
Yay.
It's the end of summer edition on a Monday, which is especially unusual. I'm really glad that we can make time to do this, you guys.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about Melanie's recent trip to Disney World, which I cannot wait to hear about. I have to admit, Melanie, we talked, last time we were all talking, we were talking about what you were going to do on your trip. And now I can hardly remember what your plan was. So I'm
It's
really,
okay. I don't remember either.
Well, you've done a few things since then, Sue.
well, so I think all of us have. So um, anyway, how are you guys? How's your summer been?
Good.
Yeah. Busy.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I can't believe it's almost September already.
Yeah. I have a senior in high school.
Oh my
I know you two already
Yay.
graduated your kids off into adulthood, but
Yeah.
yeah, this is kind of an exciting time, fun season.
Yeah.
Super fun. It's
Yeah.
it's this year's gonna go so fast for you.
Yeah,
And
I hope so. I'm ready to send her off to
you have
college and
senioritis.
go and enjoy myself. Yeah.
What are her college plans?
Still figuring that out.
Deciding? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
This is that part of the year when it's like, you have no idea what next year looks like. That
yeah.
that drove me crazy,
Yeah.
like think all
For a
of us have
planner.
planners. That was like the hardest part.
I
Yeah.
gotta admit, I don't take long to decide what I want because I already kind of know what I like. And so seeing her oscillate through 50 different things is so frustrating.
Yeah.
But I love her and I want her to be happy. So we're giving her the time and the space to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It always works out. It'll
Yeah.
be it'll
And
be
then if
great.
you think about the amount of time people change their majors anyway,
Yeah.
Or
uh,
even their
it's
school.
hard to
My
figure
daughter
out.
changed schools. I
Or,
mean,
yep,
it
or change
happens.
schools. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. All right. Well, that's like giving me tingles, that anticipation of senior year. Good luck, Joey.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Melanie, let's jump in because we've already spent like 10 minutes trying to, do things offline here. So, um, why don't you tell us about your trip? Tell us, first of all, when you went, like how long were you there? Who were you with? The kind of basics.
Yeah. We arrived on the last day of July, July 31st, and then we were there till August 9th.
Wow.
So I guess, is that like 9 nights? Something like
Oh,
that.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And of course, it's weather-wise, the worst time to go to Orlando, but it was when we could fit in, college students doing their internships. So my
Mm.
niece and her boyfriend both had college internships. So, and he actually didn't fly in until August, wait, first, 4th on that Monday. Yeah.
Mm.
So he didn't have quite as many days, which, so it kind of dictated what we did. I mean, this was mainly a Disney trip, but we snuck in, a day of Universal, and he
Oh,
wasn't really
good.
interested in going to Universal, so we did that, before he got there. So that was a great experience. Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a complete blast. But I would tell you, not sure I'm still recovered from the planning for that large of a group, and
Mm.
not just the planning, the pre-planning, yeah, but also the stuff on the fly. And I know all of us, all of our trips, and we've talked about this, how you make a plan and you just have to be flexible. Well, with
Mhm.
a party of 10, it's even more that way. And people are in a group of 10, people are tired, hangry, it's because, rope dropping to stay until close, or, it's, it's, it's tough, but of course I would do it again. But if you remember when we first started talking about, well, I think one of you had asked me, well, when are you going to go to Disney again? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a trip planned. Maybe I'll do a solo trip. I've never done that. And then remember, we did a whole show because Joey talked about, his solo trip, and I got real excited about possibly doing that. And then no, boom, 10 of us. So complete
So
different
much for
trip.
that
I
solo
still do
trip.
want to do the solo trip because I am the ultimate planner and organizer, and I'm time oriented and just organized, but I, my daughter had to tell me a couple of times, Mom, remember, not everybody is like you. And I'm like, yes, I know, I'm trying, but it's,
You said something really important a minute ago, and that is, the differences between going by yourself and going with a group of 10 people. And that planning, you plan so you can be flexible, because how many times have you gone, even with 4 or 5 people in your group, and you do something and everybody stands around and looks at each other and says, where are we going and what are we going to do? And like, well, we can go left, and or we can go right, and we could eat, and we could ride a ride, or I want to go shopping. And you kill 20 minutes
Yeah.
just standing around looking at each other discussing what you're going to do next. But when you have a plan, when you go, okay, we're going to go in this order, we're going to go in this direction, then everybody looks to you and just says, what's next? And you just go, we're going there. And you don't waste that time. You feel like you get so much more done, because boy, I've been on
yeah,
so many trips where we didn't plan, we didn't, there was no, I mean, not too long ago I went to Dollywood, and I was just kind of like, oh, there's just 4 of us, we're just going to kind of wing it. And I literally spent the last hour running around in a circle, because Dollywood's kind of a big,
oh, yeah,
circle, just hitting as much as I could get in that last hour, because we had hardly moved 100 yards
Oh
yeah,
no.
in the first 8 hours we were there. And so I just was like, screw you guys. I'm going to go ride some roller coasters and have some fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
And now that I know that, going back, I would just go, okay, we're going this direction. We're going to do these things. Because they wanted to see shows, and those are all on one end of the park. And we
yeah,
just kept ping ponging between
yeah,
the performance venues instead of going and doing everything. And so it was really not a good way to plan. And so you're absolutely right. Whether it's just a couple of you or a large group, planning is essential if you want to be able to be flexible, because you might have plans to go left, but there might be something just to the right that you can take advantage of. But because you have
oh,
the plan, you can go and do that. You'll know if you're ahead of schedule. You'll know if you can
yeah.
skip something that's maybe not as special to everyone because there's something
And I
else.
tried to allow for that because, there's a few in the group that are like, you know, like you're going too fast. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
interesting.
we're just trying to get to the next thing. And we have these lightning lanes, and,
Right.
just because not everybody has the same concept of time. And I know that I'm just uber annoying that way,
Hmm. Well,
you
you're
know.
really efficient. You always have
Yeah,
been.
you're
Yeah,
efficient.
yeah. And the thing is that I am just in general, not just Disney, but I don't like wasting time. And I mean, I schedule time to waste, if that makes sense. You know?
Hmm.
It's not that I don't appreciate just mindless wasting time, but I have to schedule it. But we better start talking about the trip because it's 9 days with you.
We'll get
So
into it.
anyway,
Okay,
all right.
tell us more.
So I was just going to mention this because if there are people out there looking for, tips. So my group flew into MCO, the airport at Orlando, and my brother's group drove. So we got there, and was trying to decide, did I want to rent a car for my four, um, do the Mears transportation, which is the bus, which used to be free through Disney, but now it costs per
Mhm.
person, or just get a Lyft, Uber or Lyft. So I priced it out, and Lyft was the cheapest, and it turned out that was great. I mean, just pros and cons, to everything, but I would highly suggest doing Lyft unless you're maybe just you know for the cost, you're just one or two people, but there were four of us, so it was very cost effective to do it, and it got us there, quickly, and we were able to check in early, which was great because right now Disney World is doing the promotion where if you on day of arrival, you get a free water park, either
Oh,
Typhoon
right.
Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. Um, and my daughter and I had been to Blizzard Beach before, so we chose Typhoon Lagoon. And the only crazy thing about it is that from where we checked in to the Art of Animation Resort, and you have to take a bus to Disney Springs, get off, go through their security, and then go find the bus to the water park.
Oh, wow.
And coming back, you have to do that too. So for some people that, have the money to spend, you could just do a lift again from the
Yeah.
resort right to the water park. Um, and I didn't realize, quite how much of a hassle that was transferring buses.
Mm.
So that's something to keep in mind because it took a little while. So, but we got to the water park and got to enjoy. Oh, I don't know. Oh, and it stayed. And normally it closes at 6, but I guess they could tell they were going to have big crowds at that time, so it stayed open until 7. So we got about 2.5 hours at the water park, and that was
That's
perfect.
enough. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
I mean, I mainly did the wave pool, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to Typhoon Lagoon and
Mm.
done that, where it does the wave pool
Yeah.
and the waves, they do these ginormous waves that I'm like, how does Disney get away with this? I mean, I
Really?
when I was younger was a lifeguard, and I consider myself a good swimmer. And boy, these things just come at you. And when you're looking at them coming, it looks so, I mean, I felt like I was in, like that was a shark coming at me, like the Jaws or whatever it was incredible. So if
Wow.
you're, into those kind of thrills, and I think I rode 2 of the rides, and then I just went and, just enjoyed. I did the lazy river, of course, and then let my kids do some rides, and they really, enjoyed it. So that was good because, it was, really hot and humid and,
Hmm.
normal Orlando weather. But my brother, because they drove, and you forget that you lose that hour going West Coast to East Coast, and and then they had to pick up my the niece she had to do one more day on her internship, so she had to fly in to pick her up. So they missed getting the free water park. They didn't get there
Mm.
till, then, and then of course, traffic at 5 o'clock anywhere is crazy. So it took them a while. So they missed out on that, which, I felt bad for them, but I mean, they if they really wanted to do it, they could have just, gotten up earlier because they made their stop in Pensacola. And yeah, so but anyway, that was our first day. And I know I mentioned this before in our last show that because I have the Disney Visa card, the promotion that we had was a free dining plan. Now, it
Oh, yeah.
wasn't the expensive table service one, but it was free, so it was quick service, and a refillable mug for coffee or drinks or whatever, and then one 2 meals a day, and then one snack. And yeah, the learning lesson on that is that I wouldn't do the dining plan again
Mm.
if I have to pay for it. But free,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it was great. But what we did realize as time went on, it's hard to use all those credits. And because we did have some reservations for meals, and which don't count, in the quick
Right.
service. So,
Okay.
and we canceled some of our meal plans, or sorry, planned meals, I guess,
Mm.
sit down dinners. Yeah. So, yeah, so we we took advantage of but it was just weird because, I had never done it before. So just trying to understand what you can order, and then also trying to teach the other 9 people, what
Right.
to do, how to order or what to do. And I'd tell you that first night we're at the resort trying to order dinner, and it was a little nightmarish, but we pushed through. We got through it. So and then the goal was, first night get to bed at a decent time because we were going to rope drop Magic Kingdom. Now from Art of Animation, you have to take the bus. And of course, in my pre-planning, it said, well, if you wanna rope drop, and because we're staying at a resort, you get early entry, 30 minutes early entry, that be at the bus or leave for the bus like 7 a.m. and try to get to the bus stop at the resort at like by 7:15. And so we did. I was shocked. All 10 of us.
That's
Now I will say that
amazing.
the resort that we stayed at was we were in the car suites, which the theming was just incredible. I loved it. So it's everything anybody ever says, the theming's great. It really is. Um, and because it was a suite, it was nice because we had 2 bathrooms. And boy,
Mm.
that helps, when you've got
Mhm.
4 people trying to, all get ready in the morning. So, but we got to the bus, and this brings up the first photo that I gave you guys is my selfie with our bus driver for the morning. It's the one before that. I think so, yeah.
I don't think
Well,
it came through.
Oh shoot, I had it.
yeah, she did have it. Let's see.
You want to
Yeah,
message it to the group? I can pull it up.
I did. It is in the group.
I'll message it to you in my crazy messenger
It's
app
okay. While
situation.
you're looking for it, I will tell you about this guy. Okay. So his name is Jimmy, and he says that he is um, one of Disney's famous bus drivers. He said you can Google Jimmy uh, bus driver, Disney World bus driver, and he comes up, and he does. And I sent you
Really?
guys a link um, of the Disney cast member. Well, the article says Disney cast member and retired school bus driver reunites with former student. Anyway, that's him. And I was like, okay, well, he's famous. So I had to get a selfie with Jimmy. And, but he was great. He was so knowledgeable. I forgot how many years he said he's been, a bus driver, but quite a while. And so he just made that, you know, 7 a.m. bus drive to Magic Kingdom go by quickly, and it was fun.
I'm
So
not
our
able to
goal
see.
was to
That's weird.
yeah,
Oh
there's
man.
Sorry,
Okay.
ladies.
yeah,
I don't want to show all the other stuff because I want people to see
Yeah.
what we're talking about. But yeah, sorry about that.
yeah.
I'm not able to see that image.
Huh. Well, that's funny. Yeah, I couldn't see it either, but Sue
I could
said she
see
saw it. And
it.
before we started the show, you had popped it up. I saw it.
No, I had it, and
Oh,
then
it's
I had
okay.
a
It's just
problem.
it's just a selfie of me
It's a
and
very cute
And
picture
Jimmy, the
too.
famous Disney World bus driver that we happened to get on our first day. So our goal for that morning was to rope drop Tron and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So because we have 2 in our group that did not want to do Tron, so they did the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And then, of course, because that goes quicker, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is open for early entry. For whatever reason, Disney has not made Tron open for early entry. So we did have to just wait that time. But we were one of the first, ones getting to go on it. Um, and it was great. Yeah, because nobody in the group except me had been on Tron, and it is a very quick roller coaster, and that's the biggest complaint people have. But it's the takeoff on that is it's similar to like rock and roller coasters takeoff, um, but it's somehow better. I don't know how to describe it to, till you go on it. One day you guys go on it,
Yeah.
yeah, so that was our goal. So we hit that goal. And I did end up purchasing lightning lanes, or what's it called? The multi-pass lightning lane. They love to change the name,
Yeah.
rebranding and things like that. But so we were able to do 10 lightning lanes that day. Now they only promise 3 that come
Wow.
with but did my research on how to, how to play the game. And this was one tip that I got uh, from the YouTuber that I watched for a while. And so you can technically start or clock in, or I guess tap into your lightning lane 5 minutes before the actual time. And I think maybe we only did that once because, we were doing other stuff. But the biggest tip is that they give you a 1 hour window,
Mhm.
but it actually goes, instead of 1 hour, it goes for 2 hours and 59 minutes. So actually
Mm,
almost 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
that's
And
great.
we tested that out. Yeah, it was great, because then I started just stacking lightning lanes, where
Hmm.
where I could. And um yeah, so that was like a great tip. And because you can use your lightning lane, you can get a new lightning lane once you tap in and you use one, but
Mhm.
you can also get another one whenever your lightning lane, that first hour expires, even though you didn't go to it, you had tapped in. So you still have,
Wow.
you have the, 2 more hours to do that. So
Hmm.
I just, I played
That's a
that game
great
and we
hack.
got everything. I mean, I you know, Tiana's, Buzz, and I definitely wanted to do Buzz because it closed for refurbishment. They're changing
Mhm.
the
The ride
cars and
vehicle.
the
Yeah.
the the guns, or whatever you call those devices. So yeah, and it
Yeah.
closed on August 4th. So that was our one day at Magic Kingdom before that. So we made sure to do that. And just all the, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, Space Mountain, Barnstormer, Dumbo, Under the Sea,
Holy
It's a Small World. We got
cow.
all those lightning lanes. Yeah. And just,
All 10 of you guys used them all?
yeah.
Your whole
For
group.
that day, it wasn't just
That's
9 of us, but yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so it was I and this is where preparation really helps, to try to, learn how to do the lightning lanes, because, a lot of people that don't know, they just think they're buying the lightning lane and that they only get 3 lightning lanes and that's it. They
Yeah.
don't understand how to, okay, well, as soon as you tap in, and like I did it every single time. But all your whole group has to tap in, right? So like, as soon as we all tapped in, I'm watching everybody. I'm already on the app, and then I click it, and I'm like, I'm already getting the next lightning lane. So it's just like, and and of course, my group has no idea all that managing stuff I'm having to do on my phone the whole
Right.
time, but it's okay. So, and then besides all that, we did like all the other rides that we could that weren't on Lightning Lane, like Astro Orbiter, Tiki Room, Mad Tea Party. Yeah,
Wow.
so we
That's
did a we did a
amazing.
we did a lot, yeah. And then we had a sit down lunch at the Plaza Restaurant, which I'd never been in before. And I don't, I just walk right by it when you go to Tomorrowland,
Mhm.
from Main Street. Um, and that was really nice. Yeah, I try to remember what I had. I mean, 9 days of food, and so I I can't remember what I ordered, but I remember everybody liking their meals. So,
Okay.
and that was fun, and we um yeah, got to experience that. So, besides doing all those lightning lanes, all the rides, we were pretty much done um by 7 p.m. with all that.
Wow. What a
And
day.
we actually had lightning lane for Aladdin's, but it broke down while we were in line, and I'm like, "All right, well, we
The
just didn't go
magic
on."
carpet ride.
The magic carpet ride. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't miss
Um,
much.
No, if you had to miss one, that's
Well, I know,
pretty
but
good.
my 11-year-old niece that like scared of roller
Oh, would have
coasters,
liked that.
she really wanted to do it. So that was
Yeah.
one I was trying to fit in. And that's the other thing. We got, all my kids and myself and my brother and my sister-in-law and their two older daughters. Everybody wants to do all the roller coasters. And then I've
Oh
got,
boy.
my niece, and that was another thing that made it a little I don't know the word. I guess just a little rough, trying to do rider swap and the amount of time that takes to do. And
Hmm.
that you have to know that's just part of it. And each ride was different. Some of the rider swaps, the person staying with her and herself would go all the way into the ride with us, like at Space Mountain. But then
Okay.
other rides like Guardians, no, you just wait outside or you go do whatever you want. And then, when your group gets off, they can text you, meet back at the spot. And so that's another thing that I probably could have researched and been ready for, like how to navigate that, because it takes time to find a cast member to
Hmm.
ask, okay, do we go in to where's the rider swap? And it was a little bit of uh, extra time to deal with that too. And you kind of have to bake that in, in planning, but because we were so efficient with the lightning lanes, we were finished by 7, and so me and my brother and sister-in-law decided that we were going to get our spot for the parade, for the 9 o'clock parade. So we got to the spot at like 7:15. So if you bring up the image that I actually did a screenshot, because we let the kids run around until then I put the location where we were, if you see my little blue location.
Yeah.
So I got this tip from a YouTuber, because the parade route starts at Main Street. So it comes up and then it goes around clockwise. And then if you see where
Hmm.
my blue dot is, the pointer is facing, it goes through Liberty Square, through that way,
Hmm.
and then
Okay.
through Frontierland. But the tip was that this is a great spot, because the parade's at 9. Well, the fireworks are at 10. So
Oh,
if
Oh.
you
wow.
want to stay, because
Yeah.
then you're right, our view was right.
Oh,
The
yeah. That's
parade came right
awesome.
in front of us, and then we were right there for the fireworks, presentation. And yeah, so if you'll show the video of the parade that I took, this was the beginning of it. And
Oh my
it does have
gosh.
sound.
Yeah, I don't know if this sound would come through on here or not,
It won't. Okay, well, I mean,
but it's
you can put that link
utterly.
maybe in the YouTube, whatever, the link area, and because
We'll share
it's
it on the
really cool
Facebook
to
page.
it's really
That's
cool
Yeah.
to
it.
hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
great.
yeah, that was the
Wow.
beginning of the parade. So I mean, it came, just right there, right by us. So and then, we had our last lightning lane was for the Winnie the Pooh ride that we did after the fireworks. And so we went, you know, back, around the back of the castle where Winnie the Pooh is, did that, did a little shopping, and then we decided, okay, well, let's, get out of here before the 11 o'clock parade, because they did the parade
Mm.
twice
Wow.
at 9
Oh
and
wait, what
11.
time is the 11 o'clock parade at? Sorry,
No,
couldn't
I know.
resist.
I know. So, uh, so we were planning to, just get out of there before that. And then so they don't want you, well, if you're exiting, they don't want you going down Main Street, unless you're going to shop, of course, and do that. But if you're actually just trying to leave, they sent us on the cast members only. There's a big gate kind of between where the Plaza restaurant is and the terrace, Tomorrowland Terrace.
Mm.
There, and if you'll see yeah. So we got to go through there. So we got to walk through the whole backside
Oh,
to
yes.
exit. And yes, of course, this is like almost 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, look so
You
tired, but
you
and
must be so
I didn't
tired.
even, it's not even in focus, but that's my selfie. Cast members only. Oh, I thought I was just something. I'm like, I've never been back here. And
That's so
my
cool.
whole group is, they love Disney too, but of course not like I do and you guys. And it's like, yeah, yeah, this is such a special thing to be able to get to go back here because I might look around. It's so cool. So anyway, yeah, yeah. All right. Hey, end of the first day. And
What a
we're
long
30 minutes
day.
in.
That's
Okay.
a
So
crazy long day that you had.
yeah, yeah. But it was the best day I ever had at Disney World.
Oh,
Wow.
that
Just
says a
the
I
lot.
amount
love
of
that.
things that we were able to do in the lightning lanes, and I was just efficient on it, and it just was able to, you know, where we all got to experience and did not have to stand in long lines. Um, and what was I going to say about it? Oh, well, and then it was just the parade and the fireworks. I was just tearing up, and I do have videos of each of the floats, I guess, for the
Mhm.
parade. I didn't put them all here. And then of course it took quite a bit of footage of the fireworks, but that's a fireworks show that we've seen before, or yeah, or I have, and I know on the show I've shown you guys. But yeah, so day 2, I guess, complete. Day 1 was travel day, and
Yeah.
went to go to
Wow.
water park. But all right, so next day is a Saturday morning. Um, we we kind of got to sleep in. For those that sleep in, I'm not a sleeper inner, so of course I'm up. Um, and I'm just tootling around looking at the theming at the resort, and grabbing the free breakfast on the dining plan.
Right?
And we had reservations at Beaches and Cream, which is at the Beach Club Resort, um, that is on the Skyliner from Art of Animation. So our reservation, I think, was like 11:05, and so yeah, we went, and I did share a couple of videos, but it won't mean a whole lot to you guys because you can't hear the audio.
Oh, it means it to
Um,
me. I
you've been in there though before, right,
eight
Joe?
scoops of ice cream,
Yeah, I know. Well, see, this
every
doesn't.
side, and a whole can of
Well,
whipped cream. Yeah.
the best part of it, and in this video, what you hear is because they use a whole can of whipped cream, and they tell
Oh,
you that,
right.
right? At each time they put this down, they say, and then the whole group, or the whole restaurant goes, a whole
Oh,
can.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. So, and what's so funny is the first time you hear it, you don't say it because you don't know to do that.
Right.
But then everybody in there's there going for the kitchen sink, and then here I am getting my kitchen sink.
That's
So you
awesome.
can see, and look at this is
Oh,
so
and I knew it was
Oh,
your
great.
it's your
birthday.
Well,
birthday.
my birthday, is July 19th, so it was but the best part is when she gave me this spoon. I'm like,
Yeah, look at that thing.
I
It's
didn't even
gigantic.
know. I'm like all celebrating, and my brother actually took this video, but she gave me the spoon, and I'm using it like a baseball bat. Look at it, it's so big. Oh,
Of
but
course you need a
It's
big
great.
spoon.
I know you need a big spoon. I mean, it was great, and we didn't even finish it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I can't tell you, I mean, how many scoops of ice cream, and there's brownies in it, and
Mm-hmm.
cookies, and like a Twinkie, and
Cake.
I don't know,
There's
it's
Twinkie.
crazy.
There's cherries.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I know, it
all
was
kinds of stuff in it.
quite
Yeah,
a
it's
How
crazy, so
fun.
and then after we did that, then we walked around the boardwalk, and did the little shops
Mhm.
around there, and mainly so my family could, it was part of, like resort hopping or whatever. So they got to see, oh yeah, and we went into the beach club, and the boardwalk, uh, and the yacht club. We did all 3 of their gift shops,
Oh, yeah, the
and
gift shops in
which
the
is
hotels
so
are
fun to
nice.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. Well, those are all considered deluxe resorts. Yeah, of
Mhm.
course they're walking distance to Epcot and awesome. But um, then we skylined back to our resort, quickly packed up our like one night bag because we were heading to Universal. And so we headed over to Universal and checked into the Royal Pacific Hotel, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
very close to the Universal City Walk and the entrance to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. And we had a reservation at Margaritaville for happy hour at 5 o'clock, and I won't put that video in, but I do have a video of when they were playing Margaritaville and we were all singing "It's 5 o'clock" somewhere, and I do not have a good voice, which is this is crazy. This is just how my mom was a elementary school music theater arts teacher, and she can play, guitar, piano, whatever. She's very musical and singer too. My brother and I, nope, can't sing at all. I mean, so yeah, so
That's how
it's
it
pretty
is.
bad, but yeah. Anyway, I know I sent it to a couple of my friends there, and I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. So anyway, but that was a blast. It was fun going, Margaritaville, walking around City Walk. The kids loved it going into the shops. My daughter got, she loves Shrek, and they have the little Shrek ears with the little,
Oh,
the little,
cute.
I don't have it, but the little green ears. And um, she dressed, she did her own costume. My daughter is a graphic designer and very creative,
Mm.
and she designed her own Shrek uh, outfit to wear to Universal, and then also had the little, things on. But yeah, so we also had a dinner reservation at the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium, and oh, that was an
Mm.
experience too. Highly recommend both of those, to anybody that hasn't gone yet. But I know they're pretty popular, so a lot of people. If you've gone to City Walk, most likely you've gone to one of them. But
Mhm.
then we walked back to the hotel, and I was, oh, I don't know, maybe 8:30 or 9, and went to the pool and hot tub and just relaxed and had fun. And
Nice.
just, yeah. Um, and because we stayed at the hotel, we had the express passes. We had unlimited press pass. Not no unlimited express passes. I know. Between Disney and
It's a
Universal,
lot.
I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Can't we just say fast pass?
I know,
So
right?
Since
anyway,
nobody's using that term anymore, just make it
Just
the
use
blanket
it.
term for all of them.
Everybody
I know, I
knows.
know. Well, and my whole family, because the last time they went, it was fast pass, so they just kept calling it that. So I called it that about half the
Whatever.
time too. But yeah. Um, so we did take your advice and go to Islands of Adventure first, and
Mhm.
we went right to the Hagrid's motorbikes and uh, got in line, got in the express line, and it broke down.
Oh,
We waited, and I think we
oh
waited
no.
20 minutes or 30, I don't know. And they
Oh,
kept
bummer.
saying, da, da, da. And so, all right, we were sad. And so
Yeah.
we bailed. We bailed. The group that didn't want to go on roller coaster went on the flight of Hippogriff, and the other group went on the Velocicoaster. I did not want to go on the Velocicoaster. I love roller coasters, but I did not like because there was a part that goes straight, like way up and straight down.
Yeah.
The rest of the roller coaster, fine, but no, I was like, no. But my kids like, come on, mom. So I had my eyes closed the whole time. So I don't
So
know
you
what.
did.
I don't have no idea if I enjoyed it. So
That's
anyway,
great.
yes. So
Important thing
and
is you made it off the ride alive.
of
Yeah, you seem
course, the
fine.
the ride photo looks like Weekend at Bernie's. I mean, no, for me, no, I look dead. Yeah, yeah, because I had my eyes closed. So anyway, but um, then we had breakfast at the Leaky Cauldron, and that
Oh
was
yeah,
really, I
that's
love the
fun.
theming of it. The Harry Potter stuff I had never seen. It was awesome.
Mm.
Then we did the Ollivanders where they do, the wine,
Mhm.
Mhm.
The
the
I
wine.
wish.
wand. Yes. And my daughter got chosen.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, she was the chosen one. Um, and then so yeah, and my oldest son is a big Harry Potter fan, and he got the Elder Wand.
Okay.
Because it spits you
Cool.
out in a little shop.
Yep. You have to.
You get to see all the wands, and yeah. And we ended up, yeah, so we bought the wand that chose my daughter, and which I don't remember which one. She tried to tell me what it was, and let me just look real quick because maybe you guys are big fans and but
11 and 3/4 inch with a unicorn
yeah.
hair,
No,
a phoenix
it was
feather.
the aspen wood and unicorn hair one.
That
Mm,
called it.
Yay, look at you.
nice.
Yeah. And I did take video of that, which I could like send to you guys and show you, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to put it on, any media. So just because, I don't want to, that's
Yeah,
her
that's
business. So
hers.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, and I will just be brief on the rest of Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, but that Express Pass, we did everything and then hopped.
Isn't it great?
We rode the train, the Harry Potter, the
Yeah, the
Hogsmeade
Hogwarts
station, yeah,
Express.
over,
Yeah.
and I was just blown away with the Harry Potter theming. No video, no photos do it justice. I was just in awe.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so we just had a blast. And then, of course, my brothers and my sister-in-law are big Simpsons fan since it started. So we had to go into the Duff's Brewery and have a beer in there. But yeah, we did everything and ended on race through New York with Jimmy Fallon. Anyway, that was our last ride. And then we, schlepped back to the hotel. We had put our stuff in the luggage holding because we stayed Saturday night and not Sunday night. So
Mhm.
we got back to Disney, and then so that Monday was just a pool day, sleep in day. People
Oh,
do
great
whatever they
idea.
want. And then we had done something that was on my bucket list, and it was to make a tie-dye t-shirt, Mickey t-shirt at the resort. So we did that, and I'm wearing it. It
Oh,
didn't come out as great as I had wanted. My boys' ones came out better, but you can see Mickey right there.
oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's like a total hidden Mickey. That's pretty great.
Yeah, yeah. So, bucket list.
So
Check.
Check.
they do that at the Art of Animation? Is that where
Yep.
you did it?
Yep. They do it
Huh.
on like 3 or 4 days a week, but it's like at 3 o'clock during the day.
No,
And
yeah.
a lot of people are in the parks. So, you have to
Yeah.
kind of, and it just worked out that, yeah, that Monday. And we had kind of made that a down day because that's when my niece's boyfriend was flying in.
Okay.
Um, so we picked him up. Then we did Disney Springs and we had dinner at the summer house on the lake.
Mhm.
And that was a really cool experience. Well, anything in Disney Springs, but we had never been to that one. And
Mhm.
so we did that, and then the kids just ran around and went into the shops, like you do there. It's
Fun.
fun.
Yeah.
And then me and my brother and sister-in-law went to Wine Bar George
Mm.
and had a glass of wine and dessert. And so that was the I don't know what day that was. That was Monday. Yeah.
Monday.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Then Tuesday was the main event, going to Epcot and drinking around the world
Oh,
like you
that's
do when you turn
right.
21 if you are a drinker. But yeah. But actually, they have tons of non-alcoholic good choices too.
That's good
You
to
know,
know.
they're like cocktails, so they still taste
Right.
good. So
Yeah.
so that impressed me too. So you didn't have to, you know, drink the alcohol if you don't want to. But of course, my group did.
Of
so
course.
so yeah. So that was quite an experience. That was, if I could say it on air, a long A day. It was long. Um, we rope dropped Guardians of the Galaxy, and and when my husband and I went last year, we got to go on Guardians twice, and we got Conga twice.
Hmm.
And uh, the song I really wanted was September, and we got it. So I was
Oh,
so
good.
happy. So the day started out fantastico. And so we did that. We did our lightning lanes for Soren and Spaceship Earth, and then we did single rider test track, because the way the lightning lanes work is, it's tiered. And at Epcot, the tier ones, you can only start with one, and you can only pick either test
Oh,
track
right.
or Remy's. Well, my niece wanted to go on Remy's, and I knew if this group started in Mexico and started drinking around the world by the time we got to France, nobody was going to want to wait for Remy's for an hour and a half or whatever that line was going to be. So I knew we needed, that to be the lightning lane. And I also knew Test Track, which had just reopened, because it had been closed for refurbishment for a while. And we just did single rider for that.
We
And
lost
because
Joey for he had to run for something. So
oh, sorry, I'm
no,
just
no worries.
talking so much. Yeah,
No,
okay.
you're good.
All right. Bye,
Let's keep
Joey.
going. Keep going.
Okay. All right. I'll keep going. So but I specifically picked the time, for like, later in the afternoon. I think it was like 4:30 or something for Remy's, because I thought,
Mhm.
well, they'll get us around. So,
Yeah, right.
all right. So, but I picked, like, Soren and Spaceship Earth, because they were close to Guardians and Test Track. And I was very, very efficient. That day was efficient. However, when you add in drinks for everybody and people get tired,
Oh my
and
gosh, yes.
it just, so it was a challenge. And so we if you there's a photo, if you can get it to pop up. If not, that's okay too.
Let's see if I
Is
can.
me at our reservation at Geo 82. So we got Test Track, Soren, Spaceship Earth, Guardians all in before our reservation at 11 o'clock for Geo 82.
Wow.
Oh
Okay,
no,
I think
11
I might.
a.m. We were like we were the first ones in.
Okay, let's see. I think it might be working. Can you see it?
Yes, there it is, Geo 82. That
Yay,
was
I
I
got
did
to it.
my yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I this is something I remember from when we talked before that you had like a bunch of reservations that were like for two people at a time, like
Oh,
spanning
okay.
hours. What
Yes.
happened?
Okay, I'll tell you that because that's coming up next.
Okay.
Because that was Space 220. But Geo
Oh, that's
82,
right.
okay, yeah, Geo 82. Oh, and also I'm going to reference this T-shirt that I bought off the Facebook group that I am in, called Rope Drop Humor. And I know I've
Oh,
told you
uh-huh.
guys about that before, but you should follow them. It's the I thought I was funny. These people are so funny. This T-shirt, it says, "It's a small sip after all." And if you see, the drink is the Beverly.
Is it Beverly?
Yes. And
Nice.
yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's what I wore to my Epcot day, because they have the Beverly at the cool zone there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but anyway, so Geo 82, yes, was the brand new lounge that opened for 21 and over, only 21
Okay,
and over.
right.
So, yeah. All right. So, yes. So, if you go to the next shot, was my drink, the old fashioned. But if
Ooh,
you look at the ice cube, it's Spaceship Earth.
that's so cool.
Oh, no, it's so cool. It was
That's
so cool.
really cool.
Okay. So, that reservation was at 11. Our Space 220 reservation was at 12:05. It was just like an hour later. So I went and I asked, because we had two from my group and two from my brother's group had a reservation time at that time. And then the other twos were throughout the day. I just went up and asked, and really that's what everybody says to do. They can't, if they can make it work, they will. If they can seat you together, they will.
Hmm.
So they were able to get all 10 of us in at that time.
Oh,
So we just
great.
canceled those later afternoon
Oh, that's
reservations. Yeah.
wonderful.
Yep. So that was great. Um, so then we started our, drink around the world after that in Mexico, and of course did the little Grand Fiesta tour and then we had lightning lanes for the Frozen because that was in Norway, and we just started going around, and then it rained. We did Remy's, and right after we did Remy's, it rained, so we went into Impressions de France, the little
Oh,
movie,
yeah, yeah.
and it was perfect. So we came out, and the rain was done. We lucked out so much on the weather. The week before and the week after, everybody's complaining, and showing on social media the downpours.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's why I was saying that our first Disney World day was just perfect. The weather, I mean, yeah, it was hot, but we just keep hydrated, just drink water. But yeah. And then so we kind of ended we watched fireworks from the Rose and Crown,
Mm.
the Epcot show, and yeah,
Yeah.
and that was our Epcot day.
Oh, it sounds great.
And then we skyline back to the resort. Next morning, Hollywood Studios, rope dropping, Rise of the Resistance. So,
Oh, wow.
oh, I know. I know. I just kept telling my group, if you want to experience it with me, well, no, if you want to experience all the things,
You
then
have to.
stick with me. And if you don't, that's okay too. Go off and do what you want to.
So
It's
what
fine.
what time was your entry into the parks on those days? Was it like super, super early,
I
or was
think
it like nine
for
o'clock?
it early entry was 8:30.
Okay, that's
But
fairly
they
reasonable.
start letting people in earlier than that to
Sure.
get them. Everybody's going to either Rise of the Resistance or Slinky Dog Dash.
Okay.
Well, I got Slinky Dog Dash as our lightning lane.
So smart.
So, yeah, and so we just went to Rise of the Resistance. So we did that, and let's see, yeah, for lightning lanes, that day we did everything: Slinky Dog Dash, Star Tours, Toy Story, Smuggler's Run, the Frozen sing along, which I highly recommend.
Mhm.
I'd done it, but I forgot how good that show is.
I've never
I
done that.
mean,
I totally want to see that.
oh yeah, you have to.
Okay.
The actors and actresses they have, of course, are just top notch. Anyway, and if you do the lightning lane, you get in and get good seats.
Uh,
So, I mean, and again, I did that lightning lane like right before the show started, and then so we just went right in that, cut right through.
wow.
Um, the new Little Mermaid musical.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You did that
We did
too?
Rock and Roller
Wow.
Coaster, Twilight Zone. We did the Villains show. Uh, yeah. The Villain show was new, and
Yeah.
for lunch though, we went to the Primetime Cafe, the 50s diner.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so if you'll look at the next photo, I think I
Okay, let me
put
see. Hang on. Oh, yep, I think I got it here.
yeah,
Okay.
so this waitress at the 50s diner, her name is Elaine. She has her own Facebook page because everybody requests her, and
That's so great.
and if and you can join Elaine's, Facebook, or I think it's called Elaine's primetime 50 dinner for whatever. Anyway, and they post all these photos. So yeah, there we all are. My daughter's not in this photo, and I think my niece's boyfriend's not, but I think he'd gone to the restroom when she was there. But yeah, that's us, and
That's
going
so
to the
great.
primetime cafe. But yeah, so yeah, so that was Wednesday. Thursday was a down day, and a down day for me because I still get up early. No, so
You're at Disney. It's hard to sleep. It's hard for me,
I
even though
know,
I'm
I know.
exhausted. It's hard to sleep.
So me and my brother and sister-in-law, we went to Disney Springs, took the bus, and then took the ferry boat to Port Orleans French Quarter.
Oh,
And
I see where this is
got
going.
so we another resort that we got to see, and we went to the Scat Cat Lounge and got the Mickey's. Now, the photo doesn't do it justice. You've had them, right? Have
Yeah.
you had them?
Yeah, and at
Okay, because
Disneyland they
you
have
see my
them.
hand in there, they look small. They're not. They are
They're
big.
Yeah, they're good size.
They are really, really
And the
big.
amount of sugar,
The
you
powdered
just
sugar. Yeah.
cannot capture it on a
Yes.
video or a picture.
No, you
It's
cannot.
just
Yeah. So yeah. So we did that, and so we got to see that resort. And then we did Disney Springs a little bit more, and then headed back, got ready, and took the bus to Magic Kingdom, and then the ferry boat to the Fort Wilderness campsites,
Oh,
which is
cool.
where the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review is,
Okay.
which is not where the entrance to the campsite. So if you drive there, you have to drive it and you go to the front of the wilderness, the campsites, and then you take an internal bus around to the
Mm-hmm.
back, which is where the ferry boat drops you. So another experience that we did, and the Hoop to Do Review was awesome. And one of my sons and my uh, one of my nieces got the washboard because they passed out, I don't know, maybe 10
Oh,
washboard. It's really
really?
big in there. Yeah. And got to do it. But so there was another bucket list because I'd never done Hoop-Dee-Doo Review.
Me too.
And I mean, um, for the price, even though it was all you can eat, and my boys ate those ribs and that fried chicken, and I mean, that just kept coming. And yeah, it was like, yeah, it was good. So really enjoyed that. And then our last, well, park day, which was Friday, we rope dropped Animal Kingdom. Well, a few of us
Mm.
did that wanted to go to Flight of Passage, but I didn't want to go to Flight of Passage. That ride was just okay to me. I don't know if when I went on it, maybe I don't know. It was just that was my experience. It just was
Okay.
okay, and I was like, no, I'll give 30 minutes to an hour more. Just relaxing and not
Yeah.
leaving so early. So about I don't know, four of them went early, and then the rest of us, met them, and then we had lightning lanes for Safari, Mount Everest, and Dinosaur. We did those after they did Flight of Passage, and then um, hopped to Magic Kingdom, and I was already making lightning lanes for Magic Kingdom while I was in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's so
And
smart.
we went on, I didn't go back to count how many lightning lanes we did total that day, but probably 10 or 11
That's
because,
awesome.
you just have to know how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah. And also and I know I had told this tip before, but when you get the multi-pass, you buy it for the park you're going to start out in,
Mm-hmm.
and then so Animal Kingdom and Epcot were, I think, $18 or $19.
Mm-hmm.
That was it for the and the Magic Kingdom and the Hollywood Studios was like 27. Um,
Okay.
yeah, but they can go up depending on crowds up to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
34 or something. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, okay, then that was good. But if you park hop, it doesn't matter. If you're going to Animal Kingdom and you've spent
Yeah.
19 and then you go to Magic Kingdom, you don't have to pay more. There's
That's
another,
pretty
yeah,
good. Yeah,
it's
that's
another
a
great
good
tip.
little
But
tip.
yeah,
Wow.
so our flights on Saturday were not till the evening. So my brother's family already left, and my kids and I, we took the bus over to Magic Kingdom and then did the monorail, got off at the Polynesian Resort, walked all around it, got to see the pool, went to the gift shop, just, totally checked it out, got on the
Hmm.
monorail, went to Grand Floridian and
Oh,
did the
fun.
same thing, then went back and just took the bus back to our resort and got a lift to the airport, and bada boom, bada bang, there it is. Whew.
Man, what? Okay. Good job getting through that in like an
Yeah,
hour.
yeah,
That's amazing. Um,
yeah,
Geez, what an experience you guys had. And I love that you were there for so long, but you
yeah.
had all that you built in all that like kind of time that wasn't just running around in the park.
Yeah.
So, oh,
So, I have to get a mug. So this was
that's a
from
great
the Art of Animation, and
hmm.
it's a changing color mug.
Oh,
So when
really?
it's filled up, the color is clear or white, I guess. And then as you drink your coffee or the hot liquid or whatever, then
How
the color
fun.
fills in. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
see, and there
cool.
because there's Lion King, the Cars,
Oh,
Nemo,
wow.
Little Mermaid,
Oh,
all of them. Yeah,
cute.
isn't that great?
Yeah,
Oh, and
that's
then
really
look
fun.
at it's the paintbrush
Oh,
is the handle.
that is so
I know.
perfect. Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but I also found this really cool mug too. You're gonna love it. So I found this at Hollywood
Oh
Studios.
man, that's
10 out of 10 would recommend.
great.
Oh no, I should have gotten you one of these and sent it to you.
Oh my God,
It's
that's
so cool.
perfect.
I know it. I love it.
Oh, I
I
love
love it. I
it.
love it. And then of course I'll just show you real quick. One fun thing is that my 11-year-old niece, through our last visit, I guess 4 years ago, kind of got her into pin trading. And
Oh,
so
cool.
we did I bought a pack of mystery pins, and they're the trash bins.
Oh, I love
So there's
it.
the Figment trash bin, Dalmatians, and then the Tigger. She
Oh,
got
that's awesome.
R2D2 and forget who the other one that
How
she got.
cute.
Anyway, it's so cute. And then of course I, like to collect from the Art of Animation.
Hmm.
And yeah. And oh, because when I stayed at Grand Floridian a long time ago, they didn't have resort pins. So I bought the Grand Floridian pin because I
Oh,
have stayed there a long time
yeah,
ago.
that's great.
Oh, and the best of all, where is it? Is this they are celebrating 25 years of pin trading. And if you look, you'll see the little 25 somewhere right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That is a
Yeah.
cool one.
So, and at the bus stop handed these out on our first day
Really?
to all the kids, even my
Oh,
grown adult kids.
wow.
And it came as a 2-pack, so you could keep one and trade one.
Oh
It's to
my
get people to
gosh. What a
start
great
trading pins.
idea.
And then, of course, Splash Mountain was always my favorite, and
Oh,
now
so
it's
you have to
Tiana's,
get them. Yeah.
and I just loved it. I love the new theming. I love it. I love it. Yeah,
That's good.
and I love that movie. So yeah,
Me too.
and yeah, yeah. And then I did some pin trading and found because I do collect Goofy. I got the little Goofy license plate pin. Oh, and another one. He's over there somewhere, but yep. Anyway, I just had to show my little Subies.
Yeah, thanks. It's always fun to come
Yeah,
back with some neat new things like
yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
awesome. Oh my gosh.
So,
So
whew.
is your group like were they just like we have to go back, let's plan another trip, or were they kind of like, okay, I need a break, let's take
Oh
a
yeah,
moment?
well, they already know that my brother isn't going to pay for them to go to Disney every year. So,
Right.
but of course, my niece that turned 18 in March, she's already saying, I want to do this for my 21st. So I
Okay.
said, all right, well, let me know. I'll plan it. So that's what,
Yeah.
March of 2028.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
can see
that's
that.
probably the next time they'll go.
Yeah, for that big
But yeah,
everybody.
and I had already promised my daughter because Monsters Inc. is was her favorite movie since she could remember, 2 or 3 years old. I don't even know. Um, that when they open the Monsters Inc. land, and we still don't know when that's going to be. It may not be till 28 either. I had promised that I'd take her, we'd go. So anyway, yeah, whew, that was exhausting.
I'm feeling really energized by it because I didn't do
Oh, but I got to, I mean, the shocking thing is, and I don't think people realize this, it's just, I mean, I guess if you live there and you get to go so many times, but you just don't realize how many things there are to do. Still, so many restaurants I haven't experienced. Um, and yeah, I mean, there's always something, new to check off your bucket list and go again. So,
Yeah,
but
they
yeah,
seem
doing
to.
Beaches and Cream and doing Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, and of course, seeing Tiana's, that because when we were there last March, I think no, April, because we were in Florida for a wedding, um, they didn't open it till like May. at Disney World. I think in Land they opened a little later in the fall, but yeah. So anyway, there it is. Whew.
That's awesome. I'm so glad everything sounds like everything went pretty well. Was there anything that really didn't go as planned that, that sticks out?
Well, yes, on that second day that we went, or our very last day when we hopped back to Magic Kingdom, we decided that because you can't get a lightning lane, you can buy a single lightning lane for Tron and for Seven Dwarfs. But I
Mm,
mean, it was like $14 or something. I'm like, no,
mhm.
we're not
Yeah.
paying that for that one ride. And we had decided that we would go and wait in line for Seven Dwarfs. And we found it when it was just I think it was like a 50-minute wait.
Okay.
So we, of course, on the app, right? Actually, I got one of my nieces to start helping me check
Oh,
times for
good.
things.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
So she was on that. And so then we weren't too far away. So we went over there and we got in line. We were all the way inside and we were not very far from actually getting on. So we were in the inside part and there was lightning in the area. So we all just sat down inside there because everybody's so tired and hot,
Oh my
but
God.
it felt good in there. So it was
Yeah,
great. It
right.
was really a good rest for us. And we probably waited 30 minutes. And then
Oh,
we were
wow.
like, I don't know, we either needed to go eat or had a lightning lane that was going to expire, 3
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
So that was a little, that was disappointing, to wait that long and
Yeah.
then have to get out of line
Totally.
because we were
Yeah.
almost there. And that actually happened at Hollywood Studios to my brother and sister-in-law and a few of them that were trying to get on Smuggler's Run. Um, and I don't really care for Smuggler's Run, and you can only fit 8 in the like
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah.
whatever that ride vehicle and
Right. You can't all get
um
in there anyway.
simulator, but yeah. And so I was one that I said, "Oh, I like your mug." Yeah. So me and I don't know who else decided, "Oh, we'll just, we won't go." But we had our reservations for Oga's Cantina.
Oh,
That
fun.
ride broke down. They were really close to getting on. I told them to stay, but they panicked and were worried we weren't gonna get into Oga's because we did
Oh,
have a group of
no.
10 trying to get in, and they were letting us all be together.
That's nice.
And, but Oga's was great though. It was the best experience of all the Oga's because we got to sit and we got at the big table,
You got the whole
all
thing to
10 of
yourself.
us. Yep, got the whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's
The
great.
whole can? No.
Exactly.
Oh, but I mean,
Oh, man.
but what's so great about that Beaches and Cream thing is that it just is that then you see newbies have come in
Yeah.
and they haven't heard this whole can thing, right?
Yeah.
And then well, we get to say it and we watch their faces. What? And like, oh, so then the next time there's, I don't know why. And
So
that
funny.
is something. Okay, so there is a lot to be said about the pre-planning.
Yeah.
But there's also like I don't like to watch like a new ride for me, like the point of view videos because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot. We did end up getting to go on Hagrid's motorbikes,
Oh, you did?
and it was the best ride
Isn't it good?
in all of Universal
I'm so
and
glad you
Islands.
got to go.
I know, and actually the kids went on it again. W Me and
That's
my
the
brother and
beauty of
sister-in-law are like,
that
"Oh,
express
no, we are too
pass.
tired to go back over to Islands of Adventure." So, yes, but the kids did. They went over and they did Velocicoaster again, and I
Oh,
think
good for
Incredible
them.
Hulk roller coaster. They did all,
Yep.
But again, they were in a small group, so they were
Yeah,
able to
it's
do.
easier.
Our small group did, Duff's, brewery and
Right.
things that my niece wanted to do. We went on the ET ride,
Mhm.
I think there was Kung Fu Panda thing there or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Right.
Oh, and then we went on Minions, so they missed
Yeah,
all
that's
that.
fun.
And then
That's always fun.
so yeah. So anyway, yeah, I
That's
mean,
awesome.
I know. As we just sit here and keep rambling, I'm
I
sure there's
know.
other things that are
I
gonna
know.
pop in my
I
head,
know.
so we should probably end it.
Well, yes, we should probably call it, but thanks for telling me all this about it, Melanie. And
Yeah.
Joey will be tuning in later to watch the rest of the replay.
Okay.
He just had to
Okay.
run. Something came up.
Yeah.
He just had to sneak out. But yeah, thank you. This is super fun. I love your pictures. I'll put that video of the float with the
Yes,
floaty.
that was the
I'll put
beginning of
that
the
on the
parade, and then
Facebook
I
page.
also put the video of, the end of the parade,
Yeah,
the
okay.
last float, so put that in there
I'll post that
also.
up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. Well, whoever is watching this or has been watching or is watching the pre-play, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back. We'll let you know when we come back and do another one.
Yeah.